We are joined virtually by John O'Leary, whose incredible true story inspired the new film Soul on Fire, and actor Joel Courtney, who brings that story to life on the big screen.
Yeah, let's talk about courage, faith, and finding purpose through life's biggest challenges. Thank you both for joining
guys.
us.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah. Joel, let's start with you. What first drew you to the role of John O'Leary, the gentleman sitting right next to you, and why did you feel this was a story you needed to help tell?
You know, John's story is one of being a victor over a victim and one of conquering. It's kind of on the poster, arms up, excited, living life joyfully. It's very redemptive, and I think that's what people are going to take away from going and seeing this in theaters, being a victor.
I love that
Yeah,
answer.
I do too, yeah. Now, John, looking back at your journey, what emotions kind of surfaced as you watched your life portrayed on screen?
Oh man, agony and fear and trepidation, because I'm a humble guy. I'm a Midwesterner. I'm a dad and a husband and a whole lot of other job titles before Hollywood star. It's not something I signed up for. But what I will tell you is Joel celebrated a moment ago the poster. If you look closely, though, it's not John's face or Joel's. His backside is turned to the camera, and it's really a celebration of all the heroes who showed up for, with, and in our lives. So you see in that poster my mom and dad and my siblings and a radio announcer named Jack Buck for the St. Louis Cardinals and a beautiful brunette I meet in college who takes a broken hand and sees beauty in it. And so the story ultimately is not about how great I am. That would bore me, and it would bore Joel. It's a story of how great God is as he works through ordinary people to perfect brokenness. And in a world that you and I live in right now that is so beat down, so negative, so divisive, to have this hero story, not of capes and spaceships and laser guns, man, but real people. You see these scenes, real people showing up in a real trauma and breathing life into the impossible.
Being heroes.
Yeah. Now, John, you've said before that pain can be a powerful teacher, and I'm wondering, how has your pain shaped your perspective?
Well, man, it certainly humbles you. It slows you down. Sometimes in life, when you're not in pain, you race so fast that you're not even recognizing why you run in the first place. So pain has a wonderful tendency to focus us on what matters, and then ultimately who matters, and then ultimately on where we're going next and how to make as big an impact in our life as we can. And so in my case, pain has led to some humility. It's led to an awful lot of resiliency, a little bit of grit, a lot of faith, and as Joel alluded to, a ton of joy. Not happy. Happy is a cup of coffee or a cold beer, but then it's eventually gone. Joy is resilient, and it's there for us when life is good, but also when life is difficult.
Yeah.
I love that.
put.
That is
Well
so true. Joel, how did you prepare yourself emotionally and mentally to portray John's journey on screen?
So in preparation for the film, I got to meet John. We did a couple Zoom interviews and conversations. He invited me to be part of the story, part of the family, and I went online. I found as many of his speaking engagements as I could to see how John kind of walks, how he talks, his mannerisms. He talks a lot with his hands, so I was trying to figure out that kind of stuff. But really, emotionally, the script is everything. As an actor, that's my blueprint. The words that are written. Why am I saying this? Why do I say this way? And a lot of that is made easier by listening to John's book. I probably listened to it about 12 or 15 times leading up to and during filming. And I really just got to listen to John almost speak to me privately about his life and about who he was, his circumstances, and emotionally what he was going through, what he was overcoming in the moments that we're going through the film, since it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
So his book was invaluable, and you were on set 95% of the time. So you were also accessible in that way as well, which is terrific for me.
Yeah.
And we can see this one right now. It's in cinemas, Soul on Fire, this inspiring story of courage and faith. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having
having
us
us.
Absolutely.
Anytime. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, for sure. I got to go check this one out. It's
I
a story of
know.
inspiration, and this is right up my alley. I can't wait to see it.
And like you said when we talked about it before, you sometimes you just want a good story.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
around, good
That's it.
ending.
And this is the one. Stay with us. We'll try to have another good story for you coming up right after this
try.
quick break. It's going to be rough.
Not between the
See if
two
we
of
can do
us.
it.